Many of my classmates and my friends are fairly shy people who don't like to answer even when they're called on by the teacher. Like, we're sitting in class, and the teacher asks the shy kid, "Alright, who was the first president of the United States?" And the shy kid doesn't want to answer because they're afraid of getting laughed at by their peers if they get the question wrong, for example. But the teacher just keeps on egging them on, saying, like, "Come on, we haven't got all day," and, like, I'll stick with you, I'm not moving on to anyone else." And so, when the kid finally mumbles George Washington, the teacher is like, "Speak up, I can't hear you," which just puts even more stress on the kid. So, the kid would eventually come to associate teacher and school with stress. And when they're stuck on a concept, they wouldn't go into the teacher because they don't want to become even more stressed than they already are, since their teacher is something they associate with the word stress. So these kids end up getting pretty bad grades, and as courses get progressively more difficult, their grades get progressively worse. Now, a way to avoid all this is to allow for kids to participate in anonymous discussions, which would eliminate the risk of them getting laughed at. And a good way to do this is to find an online app or website or something. But there are no apps or websites that allow you to do this. So me and my friends decided to make one. This is our app, Reticent. It's fairly similar to many education apps out there like Google Classroom in that you can submit assignments electronically, view feedback, and like see all your courses. But it's different in that you can participate in online discussions. So like for example, there's an English online discussion coming up. So if you click on English, go to the online discussion. Now you can see here that all of your classmates are just anonymous. You don't know who they are. The only person that you know for sure who it is would be the teacher. And now nobody else would know who you are either. To them, you're also just anonymous. So this eliminates any risk of you being targeted and being laughed at, as well as eliminates the risk of you being put on the spotlight just out of the blue with no clue to what to say. Now, the second big difference is that you can email your teacher for any questions you may have. So for example, if you don't understand like who was the second president of the United States, you could email your teacher and be like, "I don't understand," and you could send it to them. The teacher will still know who you are, but since you're typing at a computer, you have a degree of privacy that being face-to-face with your teacher just doesn't afford you. So those are the basics of our education app, Reticent, which is designed to foster in-class participation by giving students the ability to become anonymous.